Zach, that tops off what I imagine was a pretty whirlwind 24 hours for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot been gone on, from not knowing if I was at Gloucester to not knowing if I was fit to unfit. So, yeah, a lot's gone on, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with how it's turned out. So,
obviously a big squad here, so the decision to go to Gloucester and get games under your belt, how much does that help coming here tonight and sort of being match ready, as it were?
Absolutely. I think the more first team cricket you can play, the more confidence you can bring into a game like this. Obviously, it's easier coming from Gloucester playing first team cricket than it would have been coming from Lady Bay playing twos cricket. So yeah, it was a nice place to be, and had a bit of confidence coming into this game, which was nice.
Let's take it back to the start and the view that you had watching the way that the batters went about things. A great start, and it seems to just carry on.
Oh, I tell you what, me and Fletcher on the balcony, and we were shaking. We were like, oh dear, this could be a 16 and over kind of night. But as it happened, the batters played really well, which meant that there was a lot of pressure on their top order. Yeah. And once we got kind of 3 or 4 wickets, it became real hard work for them. So it was good.
When you're on the balcony watching that, is there any thought of the fact that you'll have to be bowling on that pitch that seems to be playing pretty well, or is it just the fact that you're watching your batters play well?
No, absolutely. Like, we're human, aren't we? And me and Fletch were panicking a little bit, but we were just saying, "You'll be all right, big lad." And he was saying the same to me. But as it turned out, all happened okay. So.
Let's come on to your bowling. I think you went for 15 in the first over and then only went for the same amount, I think, in the final 3. How important is it to stay calm and composed to make sure that you can come back well? Yeah,
obviously, if you've got a plan and you stick to it and you can kind of get your process to match your intention, then normally you're okay. But T20 is a funny one. You can bowl the same kind of 24 balls and go for 40 or 20. So there's a little bit of luck involved, especially in the power play. I didn't have the best power play today, but then I managed to claw it back, so that was nice.
And obviously you come into the squad fairly fresh tonight after a couple of disappointing results, 4 knots. Did you get the impression there was still massive belief and massive hunger to finish off this tournament well?
Oh, look, when you've got a team full of potentially 6 or 7 international players, they're going to think they can rule the world, and which they do. A lot of these blokes they're some of the most talented blokes I've ever seen, and one bloke in himself can win them a game. The way Hales was hitting it tonight, the way Duckett hits it, it's just a different level. So.
And you're straight off to Durham now. I think Dan especially talks about when there's a negative result, it can help to have a game straight afterwards to flush it out. On the same side, does it help to have another game straight after a positive result?
I mean, I'll be honest, it's hanging over me a 3-hour bus journey. I'm going to be tired. I'll probably have a little nap. I'd rather have a day in between. But yeah, a quick turnaround can be good if you lose or win, because you can take the confidence or you can kind of go again and refresh. But I'd rather there be a day in the middle, to be honest. But I can't complain. It's a nice life. So.
And did you know anything about sort of the records that were being mounted up? I think in the first innings it was a record total and then a record win by margin in the second.
I knew obviously when he said it through the tannoy, but it was a hell of a lot of runs. It's an unbelievable effort, isn't it? What was it, 240 something?
Incredible.
Incredible.
Perfect. Thank you very much, mate.
All good.